Have a good day, my friend. This IC operates on two modes, active burst mode and auto restart mode. In the active burst mode is when your remote when your TV is under standby conditions. To save all the power, the IC moves to the active burst mode. And the auto restart mode is it is a protection mechanism actually. If the temperature goes high on the chip, it will do the restart, and also if there's short circuit on the secondary side, the current goes up a lot. In that case also it does do a restart and see whether that that is fixed, that issue has been fixed or not. Continuously TV is going to restart. Usually that TV comes with that, that problem comes when you use the TV for a long time, it gets restarted due to that the IC moves to the auto restart mode. What the active burst mode is, this is the voltage supply VCC, which gives from the secondary side of the uh, winding, which maintains the VCC voltage for the IC to operate in the standby mode. uh, it moves the power to minimum level. This says 100 milliwatt. The consumption is a very low power consumption when this operates. If we look at it, these two modes, I would like to give some understanding. Yeah, this graphs explain everything. Uh, when the when the that feedback or that feedback voltage from the output side uh, went to these low levels, there is a trigger. With that, it will the switching um, happens, and the due to the voltage drop, I would say this is the output voltage. If you see output voltage of the secondary side, let's say it is trying to drop uh, little by little when you move to the standby mode. And when it happens, the feedback, the switching feedback coming from the uh, Infineon IC, it will try to increase the pulse width or somehow to take the feedback voltage up to some level. But since this is in a standby mode, it oscillates around these two voltages, 3.1 and 3.6 volts, so that it maintains the low power. But in case there's a request coming from the output side, let's say you switch on the switch on the TV, it leaves the burst mode. Like, this kind of power saving isn't needed, and it really actively try to operate when we switch on the power supply. The feedback voltage will have a spike, but gets stabilized very soon. And as you see, this is the current sensing uh, resistor. What is the voltage of that? And that voltage also, it will if up its voltage is increased suddenly due to the high load conditions, and then the output of the prime secondary side of the secondary winding also increases and give the power to enough power to operate the television. That is the active burst mode. And auto restart mode really talk about protections like over voltage or temperature and overload, open loop, under voltage short circuit of optocoupler. Actually, in this TV, what I found out was the problem was it restarts time to time. First problem was the optocoupler. It has been short circuited and no feedback is received. Even I replaced the optocoupler, the problem again exists because I initially thought that the problem is with the IC itself, I ordered it and replaced the IC, and also I replaced the optocoupler. Then it started to work, but still that restart problem came time to time. After some time, the like when the TV operates for 20 minutes, it's again tries to restart. The that is the kind of weird behavior you observe. The reason is the over temperature restart. It happens because I haven't put enough silicon grease around the to when we fix the IC, we need to make sure that the heat sink is properly coupled to the remove all the heat from the IC. That is the tricky part. Therefore, if you are replacing the IC, you need to make sure properly properly make that change. If you are fixing the IC with this, properly put the whatever the flux or the heatsink grease to apply properly around the IC and fix the heatsink, because if this is a small heatsink, the generated heat, if it can't escape from the IC, the auto restart happens.